What's going on, everyone? Dustin Koppel here, and I'm the traveling disc golfer. Today we're playing Flying Armadillo, which is in San Marcos, Texas. This course has a main course, a putt course, pro shop, private course. Definitely got everything going on. So here we are playing the main course, hole 1. Going to be a great starter hole. Throw backhand or sidearm down either one. Cool thing is here, the trees are pretty low, so you can throw over trees, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can throw low, throw through the different lines that they have in the trees. But a cool little hanging basket here that you'll be able to see. So starting off hole 1 with a par, going to hole 2, and we are playing the blues today, so this will be 310. So majority of them do have 3 different tee pads, so you can definitely mix it up the way that you play. But this one's going to be big dogleg right, so you can throw turnover, you can throw sidearm. I've been working a lot with my turnover shot, so that's what I decided to throw today, trying out that new mid-range paradox. Then a little jump putt, just landed up here on the shelf. So this course is definitely rocky. You're going to see that a lot in the fairways. So sometimes you'll have a very unexpected kick. So here we go, hole 3, kind of a little tunnel shot. These trees are very, very catchy, so if you do end up hitting any of them, you are not gonna like the result. So you definitely got to make sure that you hit your line that you're trying for. But missed that putt for birdie. Nice little comeback, got the par there. So hole 4, this is going to be slightly uphill, and you can see where it says E plus 26, so it will tell you the elevation, which is kind of cool on all of these. So going to be a very, very slight dogleg right, so I decided to try to throw a big sidearm over everything. Came up a little short on this one. It was a very windy day, so the wind got underneath it and kind of stalled it out. But here we are, just a nice little layup. This is actually pretty smooth green, as you can tell. A lot of them are not this smooth, but was able to save that for par. So hole 5, this is going to be 360. This gap, I don't know why it was so difficult for me to hit, especially even there was a tournament here for nationals, and still couldn't even hit it there either. Ended up hitting the tree to the right, but you know, you want to hit that center gap in between these 2 trees that I'm throwing between if you want to have a good chance at it. And the ground, you'll get a good skip, and hopefully you can land right in there in the green. But here we are, hole 6. This is going to be a pretty short one. This is actually going to have a triple mando. Now, I'm once again deciding to throw over the trees here. There's a few different lines if you decide to go through, but they are very tight. There's like a flex forehand and a low backhand as well. But like I said, you can throw over everything. There was an opening there, and just splashing out, missing that birdie, but was able to take another par, kind of the theme for the day. So hole 7 is going to be 360, kind of going downhill now, about 22 feet it looks like. So I threw 2 different shots. Like I said, been working on this turnover, and then I ended up throwing a sidearm as well, and I just had found that disc. It was wedged in the tree right there. So I looked for probably about 10 minutes, but first birdie of the day. So hole 8, first par 4. And I actually I filmed from the wrong tee pad here. I do apologize for that, but I went back and played it again afterwards. Same result, though, ended up with a birdie. But it's just a little bit further to the right, a little bit harder tunnel shot from the very beginning. But same concept, just getting in the fairway and then a layup, getting underneath that tree to the green. So hole 9, this is going to be almost 400 feet. Really cool bench that they make. This course has a lot of awesome touches like that. Just a lot of cool things. As you can even tell, that watchtower as well. So very, very unique course. Definitely one to recommend. But here we are, just got to throw a nice long drive. Pretty straightforward shot here. Came up a little short. Just laying up, taking another par here. So hole 10, once again, this is going to be where you're going to see a really cool part of it. They have a nice little barrier here. But once again, selecting to go over the top of everything. And, you know, that's what majority, all the players that I saw did do. go over the top, whether it's a turnover or sidearm, either one will work. Just came up short again. Another missed birdie putt there. So hole 11, this is going to be 280. Another straight shot, but you do have a few different lines that you can take, whether you want to go low, throw like a mid-range and hopefully you get in the trees, or just a big hyzer shot or sidearm, whatever you want to do over the trees. I ended up actually throwing my Insanity and it got stuck right here inside the tree, but you know, they don't have a 2-meter rule, so just playing from underneath it and was able to get a birdie. So that was, like I said, those trees will catch, and that was a good catch. Kept me close. Otherwise, that would have been really far gone. So here we go. Another hole that's going to be, this one's actually pretty tough. You're going to have to throw over the trees on this hole. There was not really a line there, and they designed it that way. So hence in the name Flying Armadillo. Your shots are going to be flying all over the tops of trees. But you could throw a flex shot to the right, backhanded, or you can throw the sidearm, and ended up just right at the green. Missed that missed that putt, ended up hitting the camera stand. So another par there. Hole 13. This one actually has a really cool sidearm line that I decided to do last minute in the tournament, and I never practiced it. So right there to the left, there's a gap between those two trees. So you do have the hyzer, but I ended up throwing the sidearm, and I was probably about 4 inches off from acing it. And I was right underneath the basket. And in practice, I did this hyzer line and just never really fell in love with it because of the slope of the hill. And then when I saw it in the tournament, I just gave it a shot and it worked really, really well. So hole 14, pretty short one, but a pretty tight tunnel shot. And like I said, these trees will catch your disc if you end up hitting them all at all. And I ended up catching one of the trees about halfway down. So came up a little short, but was able to have a good layup and for par. So hole 15, another triple Mando. This is actually the shortest one on the course, but probably the tightest one on the course. So you got to hit a very small gap right off the bat, and can't go over the top. You have that triple Mando, and you know, if you hit that gap, whatever you're comfortable throwing, most likely you're going to get down there and have an easy birdie. So here we go. 16, 17 are going to be par 4s. These are pretty tough 4s, especially this one right off the bat. During the tournament, hardly anyone was able to get off the tee without hitting a tree or having a really weird skip. It was pretty difficult, but anytime you're in the fairways, you know, you can, like I said, go over the top of everything or try to go right down the middle. So came up a little short, but super easy layup, and then just a tap in for par on this one as well. Gonna be moving on 17, another par 4, pretty long. You're gonna have 2 options here. You have that sidearm gap going underneath the tree or turnover, or you can throw a big hyzer. I'm selecting to go for the hyzer here. Had a friend from Tennessee that I was actually playing with in the last round at Nationals, and he did a sweet sidearm shot that went underneath and ended actually up a little bit further where I am, and he was maybe like 150 feet out and was able to get a birdie, and it was a great sidearm. So tapping that in for par. Now to the left, all that junk that's there, if you end up anywhere, it's going to take you a few shots to get out. So I was really lucky I didn't go that deep in there. But hole 18, last hole, island hole. Got to make sure you get on the island. Really cool how they use all the rocks. But luckily I was able to land pretty close and putting this in for birdie. All right, guys, just got done playing Flying Armadillo here in San Marcos, Texas. I got to play their putt-putt course, and I got to play the longs on their original 18 course here. And I have got to say, starting with that putt-putt course, it's everything's par 2, but that course is a blast. It's literally like playing miniature golf with disc golf. Ton of fun. They put in a lot of work to it, and you can definitely see it. The original 18, got to play that one as well, and you know, there's a lot of cool lines that are in there, but a lot of these, you know, with the trees are so low that you can throw over the trees, so it's definitely, you know, can take away from the fun. So if you want to challenge yourself, make sure you try to throw low and actually do the lines. They do have some bars to kind of prevent you from throwing high and over the trees, but some of the par fours, you know, if you end up in the fairway, those lines are pretty tight, so you may want to throw over. Just got to have good control because it is a little windy here as well. But overall, got to play my first course on film here in San Marcos, Texas. Flying Armadillo. Check it out. $5 to play. Totally worth it. Take care.